Okay, hello everyone. This is Sharonda, and this is my YouTube channel, Magic Mind Mediums. So I am going to go ahead and go into the um, zodiac reading for today. I'd like to start off by saying that this podcast, as well as this YouTube channel, Magic Mind Medium, is for entertainment purposes, informational, and sometimes educational purposes. It just depends on which episode you may listen to. All right, so I'm not going to go into the whole spiel for today, but I will go ahead and proceed. Now, the air signs are Gemini. Let's put this here so you're able to see what I'm doing the reading on. Okay, the air signs are the Gemini. I am a Gemini, so yeah. The Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. All right, so let me go to the significance of these signs. All right, Gemini are the twins. Is a representation of the twins, which has the pi symbol. Um, so the Geminis are born between May 21st and June 21st. The next sign is the Libra sign, which represents balance. So the Libras are born between September the 23rd and October the 23rd. And then you have the Aquarius, which are the water bearer. Bearer. I have a hard time pronunciating. Let's see. We have January 20th through February 18th. All right. So what is source wanting to be conveyed regarding the astrological elemental reading for today? Well, we're gonna find out. I'm gonna do these a little differently than I had been because I don't want to keep pulling out the same cards. There's only a few. I think I'm just gonna pull out two. See if I'm able to scramble these cards here. I don't like messing up my cards, so all right. All right, so it gives me love spell. I'm gonna pull out two. Let's pull out two of these cards. Alrighty, just one moment. All right, well, it gave me three. Now let's see which ones it gave me. All right, so for those who may be tuning in, all right, I'm going to proceed to do this like this, okay? And I'm gonna because I'm in the process of getting another camera. This one here, for whatever reason, I bought it like this. It was only a dollar or two cheaper than the one that I was going to buy, and I should have went with the other one, but I figured this one here would be, I don't know. It's okay for I guess for certain things, but it's just that I want to be on camera as well, and I'm not able to with this one. So unless I set it up a different way, I possibly could. Give me just a moment. Let's see. Just one moment. Let's see what we got here. Oh, let's see. that they're just throwing the whole thing off. It's just throwing the whole thing off. All right. So I just send these cards up is what I do. All right. The first card I get is Love Spell. Says you have been witched. I feel as though someone um, out of the air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, you may want to be conscientious of manipulative, enchanting type of energy and energy spaces around you at this time right now, based on the cards. Okay, some things that may not be conducive to you or for you. Uh, is what it shows me. I wasn't going to pull out the love cards, but because I pulled up this love spell here, I'm going to check the love cards to see what's going on in terms of the love department. But it has here you have been witched, so I don't know if somebody feel like they've been bamboozled, duped out of something, or um, somebody actually is performing witchcraft or what have you on you. All right. The next card I have here is Spy. Someone got their eye on you. You are doing your research. So I honestly feel as though this could very well be someone who um, may be dealing with somebody who has cast a quote spell on you, or prayed some type of energy on you, and you begin to act in such a way that is not normally how you customarily act. So take note of the energy spaces that may seem to be those type of kind of like a voyeurism type of energy, if that makes sense to you. Voyeurism type of energy spaces, or what have you. A little bit creepy. Give it time. Everything is divine time, and let things flow. So when it does happen, just give it time, because what I think is happening is you may need to change something within your life. Oftentimes, when you begin to pick up on certain energies, or you may take on certain impressions, maybe you are in an environment that may not be conducive for you, if that makes sense to anybody. Let's take a look at love. So it looks as though love, you could be in a situation where um, somebody may have a little bit of obsession towards you, if that makes sense. All right, so let's see what the cards has here. Again, this YouTube channel, Magic Mind Medium, is for entertainment purposes. Have engagement ring. Um, just put it this way. To the air signs, I'm going to say that I feel as though this energy is someone who feels a certain way about you, but you don't feel that same way, if that makes sense to you. This will dissipate, because I feel as though this energy space comes around certain times of the year. So it's not no one specific person. It is a specific type of spirit or energy, right? So you may see it present itself in certain people, but it's to let you know about energies, right? Because I do feel as though throughout the course of the year, certain energies are more prevalent. And if someone is not filled with God, they'll be susceptible to picking it up. That's what I feel. So it may be a situation where you may be able, you may see some of this energy even in family members or what have you. Yes, The next card I have here is Heart with the Key, welcome and love, meaning the one, open your heart, getting together. I honestly feel as though you are in for some of you, you may be getting into a committed relationship if you're not already in a committed relationship, but I be on the lookout of this type of energy, the type of energy that, as they would say, can't take no for an answer, voyeuristic type of energy space. I don't think it's anything that is harmful, but it can be a little bit creepy, if that makes sense to you. All right. Um, I'm going to do these readings a little bit differently than I had been. So we're going to go into and I think these are my new favorite cards. These are my, if you're able to view these cards, I really like these cards. These are the Divine Celestial Tarot. So I'm going to see what these cards are mentions. Yes, for the air signs. Yeah, take note of energy spaces. Like I said, we are in what I refer to as the witching season. So you'll take note that certain things happen during the devil's hour. To give you a synopsis about witching season. What is witching season? Certain energy spaces are susceptible, um, are prevalent during certain times of the year, and you yourself may be more susceptible if you're not cautious, is the point. All right, so I have King of Cups here, spiritual guide. So I honestly feel as though, um, ask God to guide you during these times. I don't want nobody to feel as though um, that you should not live your life and live it well and abundantly. No. But we want to be conscientious of our surroundings. This is what we want to do. King of course, cups, a supportive leader, tolerance, empathy. Yes, you're protected is what it lets me know. This right here, although you see a woman there, it says King of Cups. You don't have anything to worry about. You do have these. This reading is actually for those who may be. If chances are, I'm sorry for skipping from one thought to the next. Chances are, if you're watching this reading, you may be exhibiting some of these behaviors, or you may know someone that is exhibiting these behaviors. Been around long enough, you'll know energy spaces, and I'm able to, as a medium, give you a synopsis as to what that is. All right. The next card I have is the Hermit card. It says self enlightenment. So this is to give you some spiritual guidance about certain energy spaces and why certain people will gravitate to you, or certain type of people at certain times. It says, go within for clarity, a quest for personal truth, spiritual illumination. So basically, you're getting your spiritual illumination about those who are under a love spell, right? Is what it lets me know. Uh, so let me go ahead. I'm going to pull out. These are my new favorite cards as well, because I don't need to even pull out my poster board to see if it's in a different direction. So it's going to interpret upright or in a different direction. Just a moment. All right. All right. So give me one and give me two. Give me one more card. It kept mentioning to me voyeurism. um, a voyeuristic or voyeurism is an energy that can detect and pick up on perversion, is what it lets me know. Like this is how God relates things to them. When you are lying about your relationship. So actually just gave me a total of three. So we're gonna read that. So I'm saying this to say the love spell has been put on the energy space that you are picking up that may have some voyeurism type of behaviors, right? Like if that makes sense to anybody. The next card I have here, it mentions the Four of Cups. So it has Cancers, Scorpio, Pisces, water signs. I honestly feel as though this energy is potentially coming from water signs for the air signs. Like you may have some incompatibility with these particular signs at this particular time. So the chorus mentions meditation, contemplation, apathy, reevaluation, restlessness, disconnected, boredom. I honestly feel as though this energy that presents to you air signs in regards to those who are under a love spell, right? That voyeurism type of energy, harassment, spying, nosiness, and all that other stuff. Something lets me know that this energy space is coming from water signs. Water signs. We have Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So we are knowing what water is good for, right? Now let's pay attention to that card. What does that resemble? It's kind of put you in the mind of like the female part. Cancer, Scorpio, Scorpion, poisonous. Pisces is like the representation of fish. And then we have Cancer here. So a lot of that energy is picking up on detecting when something is not right or wrong or off. As well. So it says you're feeling stagnant and having a hard time focusing. Let me turn my light on just a moment. Again, this podcast is for entertainment purposes, so I don't mean to be offensive. I'm just going to call the chorus as they may. You're feeling stagnant and having a hard time focusing on the things that once made you happy and fulfilled. Be mindful of possible opportunities. You may be inclined to pass up on events, but may realize later that uh, they would have led to amazing things. So we want to make it a positive thing. But you want to make sure that you got everything intact. It's what I feel source is wanting you to know. Don't give them a reason that come around, right? Okay. The next card I have here is um it's the Star card in reverse. Lack of faith. This right here is telling on God. When you begin to see these type of voyeuristic type of energies, they're telling on God is the point. Lack of faith, despair, discouragement, insecurity, self-trust, and disconnection. A disconnect from God is what it wants me to let you know. To disconnect from God. The next card I get is the Five of Wands. Competition, debates, rivalry, conflict, disagreement, strife, tension, territorial, clash of egos, pettiness. So I honestly feel as though you may see a lot of that energy to present itself at these times. With the air signs, it may seem as though they are nosy over looking over you, love spells, um, or what have you. A lot of that energy may present itself as though it may be love, but it actually you have to be very careful when you allow certain energies in your space, and that's just bottom line. because what they begin to do is tell on God. Is the point. Um, to try to prove something or to make a lie out of you is the point. So air signs, be very conscientious of this energy space around this time because we are in the what? We are in the season of the zodiac of Scorpion, right? All right. All right, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to proceed. I'm going to pull out two of these cards. These are my. Where's the box? Fortune Oracle cards. Fortune Oracle cards. All right, so we're going to do one and two. Fortune Oracle cards. All right, so abundance. It's the card I pull out. It says, lucky times are ahead of you along with good news, success, and prosperity. I do feel as though you will be paired with a fire sign that is able to oversee this energy space. Let go of emotional upheaval and embrace the renewal of the present. So I think that right there is a representation of a fire sign person that is going to come in to um, protect you during these times or to oversee things during these times. What is the fire signs? We have Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius is what it lets me know based on these cards. All right, so we're going to see. Okay, let's get to the root of the issue. You don't want to give certain energies ammo. It's the point. All righty. All right, so we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna pull out one, two, three, four. All righty. Again, the podcast is for entertainment purposes. The YouTube is for entertainment purposes. All right, so I have fake friends. Fake friends. I just mentioned that this energy may come around as though they're are in love or looking for love. It's not. It's there to prove a point. These are voyeurism type of energy space. Is what it lets me know. These energies or spirits are the type that can't take no for an answer, if that makes sense. So they only come around to prove a point. This is for my air signs out here. I do feel as though this fire sign, as I pull up this fire card, are able to detect that. They're able to detect fake and phoniness. This is energies that are not real. It's not authentic. All right. The next card I get is doing drugs. It may appear as though that they're on drugs, and some of these energies could very well be on drugs, um, or what have you. But you have some people that are able to take on in simulation certain energy spaces, and they really don't, because our body is a biological makeup. So that being said, if you're not getting the proper things you need, it will facilitate certain behavior types. I don't feel as though you will see those who are on drugs, but in this case, I don't feel as though that's primarily what it is. This is more or less spiritual, is what I'm getting at. It's spiritual. The next card I get here says tired of drama. So again, I do feel as though this energy that you are picking up around this time, something lets you know you're tired of it. And I can honestly empathize with you with that. You're tired of that. You're tired of that same old cycle, revolving cycle. So it's time to break the chain because, as I mentioned, feel as though you're under a love spell as well. Some of you out here, um, you may be dealing with people that are under a love spell, fake love spell, and you yourself may be enchanted and under one as well. Burning evidence. I think what it is they're trying to keep you from reporting the things. Like when I get this right here, you see how it's burning this book, and I said that I felt as though they're telling on God. Right. So I honestly feel as though when they detect any type of fake or phoniness, that's what their energy is that they're picking up. Don't give any of them any ammunition. It's the point. All right, so we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna sum this up. Let me pull my Mrs. Cleo's card. Yeah, you got to realize when you go into certain associations or affiliations, right? They begin to study and wonder about you, and you have some of them. Is more or less like a voyeurism type of energy. If that makes sense to anybody, let me hit these up and scramble them. It's a voyeuristic type of energy space. Very voyeuristic. Voyeurism. Voyeurism is those type of energies that sit back and they, surf the internet all the time and they look for a reason to get out and pick a fight and start shit. That those type of energies is what I'm speaking about. Okay. And instead of going starting shit with ones that can fight them, they'll start shit with you. So this is to the women. You really have to be very careful of that type of energy. You really do. All right. All right. So, and I mean to be offensive to anyone. This podcast is optional. It is. All right. So I have five of staffs. Five of staffs. Let's go ahead and pull out my cheat sheet. And we're going to go ahead and bring this, we're going to bring this reading to a close. So five of staffs I equate to five of wands. It says rivalry, challenges, obstacles, sport. So I think a lot of that energy is looking to um, it's very enticing. It's very um, it's deceptive energy is what I'm getting at. That is looking to start a fight. You have to be very careful. I have fool card here. Fool, fool card. Fresh hope, taking chances, new paths, and adventures beginnings. That's what it has listed there. I'm going to say it's very deceptive energy. I keep getting, you see how I get this here, five of staffs, where it indicates somebody's fighting, and then this right here is like somebody's being pushed over or sat up. And then I get the fake friends here. Yeah, a lot of fake it, flakiness, phoniness. Um, some of these energies are on drugs. So you have to be careful of that. I just mentioned this on yesterday. some people out here act like they on crackheads gone wild type energy. Always want to intimidate somebody, start some shit. You got to be very careful of those types. Because if you was satisfied or fulfilled where you are, you wouldn't be concerned about what goes on in someone else's house or bed. And oftentimes that is somebody who has some issues with his sexuality or her sexuality. 'Cause again, we bringing up some of the same similar things, some of the same similar things. I think whoever this reading is for is tired of the drama, tired of it, tired of this same old cycle over and over again, over and over again, over and over again. Tired. All right, so I am going to conclude this episode of Spiritual Sense. This is your, Magic Mind Medium, formerly Spiritual Sense Tarot. Any questions, comments, suggestions, comment below so they can monitor you. As I mentioned, I do have the fire side here, so you'll begin to see that certain things are pushed up to get you to tell on yourself. All right. Until then, have a safe and wonderful day.